Hi guys, thanks for joining NAIJA Watch on this wonderful and educative video. We NAIJA Watch are here to entertain you with varieties of amazing and top-notch videos. We live stream daily just to make sure your screen is being entertained with amazing videos. So please do endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also click to the notification button so you will always be notified whenever we are going live. Thank you.
We came for the main side. Go tell them.
Please some letters.
Now so different video. Now that one video. Why the heavy the man?
Slim people like us.
Come back.
Igbo society. I don't know what to do my work.
So that is why we are here. That is why we are gathered here. And we know that we are all people of like minds. The fight that we are fighting goes beyond us. It is for the rights of the farmers. It is for the rights of the children yet unborn. It is for the right of everybody. So that is why we are gathered here today to say we don't want GMOs. So when they come, we'll just take these things and do a walk round, and then some of us will be going straight to the permanent secretary's office and the commissioner's office to deliver some documents to them that this is what we want. As a people, we should be able to determine what we eat. We should be able to determine what's on our plates. Thank you. So we'll just wait a little bit. They should be coming back now.
Please pick your placards and the banners. We are here for real action, not just to stand, and we are here for action to go around this vicinity. We are supposed to march down to the Ministry of Environment, but because of some security issues and here and there, we are actually told not to do such for now. So we just want to, as law-abiding citizens of this country, we just want to make hold of what we have now, make use of this facility to air our views about GMOs. I believe we all have attended our seminars and know what GMO is all about. But for emphasis sake, we want to remind us again what GMO is all about. GMOs are genetically modified organisms. When we talk about genetically modified organisms, we're talking about modifying genes, modifying the natural plants we have to suit specific purposes. For instance, you have corn now. They will bring genes from rats to put into corn just to prevent certain pests and others from attacking such corns. They will also bring other vitamins to put into corn seed just for that seed to have certain vitamin A, vitamin B and all that, just to enhance the nutritional value of that seed, and of which such kind of seed is harmful to human health. Such kind of seed is harmful to the environment. By the time you plant such kind of seed that has been modified in the laboratory, that has been modified in the labs, you discover that at a point in time, the first seed might grow, but the second set of seed might not grow, because they are wanting you to come back. The companies that are producing these seeds, they want you to come back to them to buy the seeds from them to replant, and it poses a lot of problems to our small-scale farmers. So today we've come to stand firm with the small-scale farmers to tell the world that GMOs are harmful to our environment. GMOs are harmful to our health, and also is harmful to the small-scale farmers because they can no longer plant their seeds and go back to the same seeds after a year to replant, after the next planting season to replant to have good harvest. Anytime you buy these seeds, because the seeds that have been produced as GMOs are patent. When we say patent seed, There are seeds that you as the farmer that wants to plant, you go to these people, you pay to get this seed. By the time you get this seed, you are not allowed to give that same seed to your brother to plant, because you sign a contract, and that is the contract you sign with the GMO companies. This contract, you sign it with them. It tells you that this seed that you are planting, you don't need to transfer the seed. This seed you are planting, you cannot use the seed for the next planting season. And of which our small scale farmers, what happens to them? They plant seeds, and after the next planting season, they go back to their seed banks, get the seed, and replant. But in the case of GMOs, it's not like that. You plant a seed that you got that is modified, that particular seed will no longer grow. There's what they call terminating genes inserted into this seed. So once you plant it for a season, it will no longer grow. The next season, when you put it into the ground, it dies off. Again, the pro-GMO activists will tell you that GMO will be able to feed the world, because the food we are producing is not sufficient for us to feed the world. The small scale farmers will not be able to produce enough food to feed the world. But that is a false information. That is a big lie, because we believe that GMOs cannot feed the world. Rather, it will cause more harm to the small scale farmer. But small scale farmers are the ones that are feeding the world today. If you go to our communities, you see small scale farmers everywhere, ensuring that you and I have good nutritional food to eat, ensuring that you and I have good plants to eat that is less harmful, that is chemical free, that is good for your health, that can aid your growth. But these same persons are telling you that these farmers cannot feed us. They don't have enough produce to feed us, which is a lie, because we have enough food to feed as many persons as we wish to feed them. The only issue we are having with the food production is our preservative method, which we are calling on the government also through this medium to ensure that small scale farmers are given the right platform to have good preservative methods and good preservative means to preserve their food crops, to avoid spoilage and damages. Again, they will tell you that GMOs will kill pest, will not allow pest to affect your farmland. Again, it's not correct, because by the time you use their chemicals or you use their seed in your farm, bees will no longer be able to pollinate in your farm. Butterfly will no longer be able to pick grains from your seed to pollinate other places. So it becomes a problem, and these seeds are harmful to this insect because they insert a gene into these seeds that are called pest-resistant genes. And by the time these genes are being inserted into these plants, even if fly perches on a GMO plant, it falls down and die. If bird perches on such plants and feed on it, they fall down and die. It's as bad as that, because this plant itself, they are chemical. They serve as pesticides. You imagine you plant a cornfield, and every other crops that grow around that cornfield, like your vegetable, will now be seen as weed to the corn, and they will no longer grow around, because the corn seed has been modified to resist weed, to resist pests. And come to look at it from the health angle, by the time seeds are being modified and certain genes have been put into the seed, and it affects animals around, it affects birds, affects your bees, affects your butterflies, what do you think will happen to human beings? I beg my people, when I respond. Now that so that is why we are standing on this platform to say today that we don't need GMOs. And it will interest you to know that the agency that has been that was set up by the government to actually stand against GMO, to actually control the influx of GMO into the country, which is Nigerian Biosafety Management Agency, NABMA. Funny enough, it will interest you to know that NABMA are even the ones giving permits to these companies to bring in seeds into the country, which is very, very bad, which is very, very harmful to our environment and to our health. So we are standing against their approval of GMO seeds. We are standing against giving permits to companies, like Monsanto, Benin and the others, Syngenta and the others, from producing and bringing seeds into Nigeria. Even field trials, they are granting these companies opportunity to carry out field trials inside our country, which is very, very bad, and it's harmful and detrimental to our health as human beings. Some time ago, we had a meeting with medical practitioners at Ubowo, where we had the medical associations present. From our findings, we discovered an interaction with them. We discovered that they mentioned certain ailments. To them, they even told us that certain ailments they've been seeing now as medical practitioners, they are even surprised. They don't even have names for them. And all this comes as a result of what we take into our system. All this comes as a result of the GMO produced food we eat in our system. Apart from that, we have been able to carry out what we call food survey, GMO surveys. And we started since 2018, and so far 2020 we discovered that we have over 30 GMO products in our various supermarkets. Even in this town, we had such surveys across Nigeria, over 20 states in Nigeria, and funny enough, the results are the same. In big supermarkets, you see products that have GMO stamp. Outside this country, they put labels on the crops, on GMO products, because civil societies, NGOs and organizations have forced the government to let them know that these products should be taken by choice and not by force, like we are doing in Nigeria today. So they have given them that privilege to tell them, label this product. If this product contains genetically modified substances, label it. So it's not our choice to either take it or leave it. And funny enough, they don't eat those products in those countries that they are produced from. Today we see cheap things in our supermarkets and all that. By the time you carry this can, if you doubt me, you go to certain supermarket, carry the can and look at the labels. Just check for genetically modified stuff. You will see that it contains some level of genetically modified material in the canned food and in the processed food we eat. That is why outside this country, processed foods are cheaper, while organic foods are very, very expensive. But here today now, when the farmer brings product from the farm, instead of you to price it, at least that will catch the farmer's eye, you price it to Belekwa, madam, I beg, not the farm you just the carry am from, give me like that. Forgetting the fact that that person has labored, that small scale farmer has labored, that small scale farmer has tried his best to ensure that the food you eat are fresh food. Yet we price it cheap. But when you go to ShopRite and some of all these big superstores, I'm not against any superstores, mind you, but when you go to big stores, you discover that they just put a price tag. This thing is so and so amount, and we rush to buy it because they are imported goods. Unknowingly for us, we are harming ourselves. So we are saying today, no to GMOs. We are saying today that the government should repeal the GMO Act and the Biotechnology Act that they have created. They should put a hold to it. They should put a stop to it. We are also saying that the government should stop every feed trials of GMO products here in Nigeria as a country, because it's harmful to our health, it's harmful to our environment. People die for various forms of illness, cancers and the rest of them, all as a result of what we eat. We need to start eating what will give us life and not what will eat us, because from all indications, what we are eating now is actually eating us. Because when you eat something that is contaminated with GMOs and with other chemicals, we are actually causing harm to ourselves. There are other ingredients that are used also to plant GMO crops and to spray GMO crops. Apart from even the GMO crops, there are insecticides, pesticides that our farmers use today. Please and please, I want to beg those of us here that are farmers, try as much as possible to avoid the use of pesticide to spray your farm produce, because these pesticides, they contain what we call glyphosate, and glyphosate is cancerous. It kills. In America, a farmer sued Monsanto company for millions of dollars because he used glyphosate over a period in time in his farm, and at the point in time he developed cancer. Funny enough, the money they paid that man for lifetime, he will not live to suffer it. But funny enough, the man had cancer and he had few months to go when he won the case. He just had few months to live when he won the case. So all the money that the company was going to pay for the charges and everything and the destruction were all nothing, because he has no life to live to enjoy what he labored for. So for that, we are saying today that we need to support our small-scale farmers, and we need to support traditional agricultural methods known as agroecology, because it's a method whereby we mix it traditional methods of farming alongside with modern methods of farming to aid good agricultural product without the use of any pesticide, without the use of any chemical, and yet you get the best out of your farm products. So today we are saying no to GMOs. Today we are saying no GMO free Nigeria. Today we are saying yes to life, no to GMOs. Today we are saying our life matters, we say no to GMOs. I think not be so we dey take am. I think not be so we want am. I think not be so we need am. So in conclusion, we should ensure that what we eat does not eat us. That is why we are standing on this platform today to say no to GMOs. Thank you very much. My comment, please.
Soleto.
Africa.
Africa.
Soleto.
Baba Carlos, he dey speak perfect English. No say we no go school, but we understand the message wey the child pass to us as grassroots activists. I just want me to break am down so that all of us go understand where we dey go for this world, present world wey we dey. And I know say some farmers dey amongst us wey we no understand all the big grammar wey dey speak since. But I wan make we understand say the world don reach a stage or e don dey since wey be say human beings dey change the order wey God take create this world, and e dey create problems for we wey be human beings. Na GMOs, genetically modified organisms, as I explain since, na things wey men don create wey dey affect the food wey me and you dey chop. And study or research don show say this is not good for me and you, fit lead to death and health complications. Make I quick make us understand some things wey dey happen for this world so that we fit tie to this GMO. How many of us know say some sickness wey we dey see today for this world na human being cause am? For instance, like this coronavirus wey the whole world dey fight now, all of us know say the thing come out from China. One place wey dey call Wuhan for China, 2000 made disease wey dey kill human being till now. Na so all those many ones wey dey call HIV, Ebola, those viruses wey we dey see, na human being dey cause am. Some people dey do it because of money. They dey do it because of money wey they wan make. They no care wetin happen to a human being as long as they go make money for inside. Na wetin matter to them be that. So we on our own, the ones wey we use our sense stay avoid, we go use our sense stay avoid. Now the reason why we dey fight this GMO be say a lot of our people don't know say things like this dey happen for this world. Like this coronavirus for instance, many people don't even know say na human being cause am. So this GMO food wey dey fight against today, na human beings dey create these chemicals wey dey put into this product or this farm farm produce wey dey affect us, wey dey cause cancer, wey dey cause many sickness wey dey see today for world. If we allow our food to grow naturally, like this mango wey dey our back so, if we allow am grow naturally, e go dey fresh. That dey call organic. Wey dey call organic. That's why for some countries they go separate organic and inorganic from each other, so you go know the one wey you wan buy, the one wey you no wan buy. But for here, anytime we see na we dey eat. Today you go plant corn wey suppose grow for like 6 months, in 3 months they don harvest am. No, this one na issues, no be so God create am. So we dey hurry, the world is in a hurry, and in that hurriness we dey destroy ourselves, we dey destroy the environment, we dey destroy the ecosystem because we dey in a hurry. And we must begin to tell ourselves the truth. If we check now, the weather don change. Now nobody know when rain suppose fall, nobody know when sun suppose shine. Everything don change when God create, when human being don use and destroy. So we no go gree make we allow people, because they wan make money from this chemical wey they call am farm produce wey they wan dey push give us make we dey eat. We must speak against it, we must reject it. If yam wey I wan buy na 1,000 naira wey go make me live long, I better buy the one of 1,000 naira than to go buy the one of 200 naira wey go lead to my quick death, wey go destroy something in my body. So na the issue now we dey discuss this morning. So we want to tell our people, I want to understand first, when they discuss with our people as we embark on this rally, we will know how we take tell them, say, see the danger of some things wey they eat today. So things wey they buy for market today, see the danger. So they go understand, say, not be everything wey they eat, then they pure. So we'll take careful so that we, government will also be the needful. Because government also need to protect us. The same agency wey government create to protect us, na the same agency now come dey give power to people make they do wetin no good for us. You see say we have a long way to go in this country, so we must begin to stand as citizens, active citizens, to tell government say, look, we dey reject this type of things. Yeah, so we must start to say we no go gree, we no go gree. GMOs, we no go gree. We no go gree, we no go gree. GMOs, we no go gree. We no go gree, we no go gree. GMOs, we no go gree. It's a letter. Africa. So comrades, we don't come out today so our voice will be heard loud and clear. So anything we know is not good for us, and we get right to talk out. So we don't go wait for government, because most times government not there to protect you, and to protect themselves and their interests. It's a letter. Campus.
For my side, they say an abomination. And GMO, as it is, has forced the rabbit out of its hole in the daytime. Have you noticed so?
And so.
Because GMO as it is, to me there is nothing good about GMOs. Accepting GMOs is just like allowing somebody to just come and open your mouth and put anything you don't know inside your mouth. GMOs as it is a technology that we don't want. It's a technology that is made to incinerate the world. It's a technology that is made to favor the industrialists. It's a technology that is made to crown polluters for their evil deed. They should stop hiding under the disguise of promoting food security to force GMOs on us. GMO is not a solution to food insecurity, but GMO is a calculated attempt to monopolize our food system. It's a calculated attempt for one man to control everything that goes into our stomach. And we have come out to say today no to GMO. You cannot force feed us. We have the right to whatever we want to eat. GMOs is a calculated attempt to make us lose our local food varieties. Coming out today is an attempt to defend our food system. Coming out today is a call for the preservation of our local food systems. We are also demanding at this time, if you are proud of your GM products, please put a label so that everyone will know and differentiate. I have the right to know what I want to eat, and then you start telling me you are helping to provide food. We don't lack food. We have enough food that can feed the nation. Why accepting GMOs when you can invest in infrastructure to stop our food from being wasted? Why accepting GMOs when you can deliberately empower farmers, the local farmers who are feeding the world, to continue to produce enough food? What we want is not GMO. What we want is the preservation of our local food system. What we want is how to support those in the typical rural areas with lack of access to that lack access road to transport their food that is being wasted to the city. GMO is not the solution. Even if you force GMO on the people today, our people will still go hungry. Our people are not hungry because there is no food. Our people are hungry because they lack access to the food. So I want you to join me to say no to GMO. Say no to GMO. Say no to GMO. What do we want? Say food sovereignty. What do we want? What do we want? Say agroecology. What do we want? Agroecology. When do we want it? Now. When do we want it? Now. When do we want it? Now. Our government must listen to us. They must listen to the voice of the voice of the farmers. They must listen to the poor, and they must listen to the struggling people in the world today. I have better things to do at home, but today I have to come out as a sign to show to our government that we are tired of their tactics. The day Nigeria decided to accept this bad technology is the day I concluded that our government, they lack the capacity to think, because technology that you don't know the source, technology that you don't know how it's going to kill you, why accepting?
We are out today to say no to GMOs. GMOs is not safe for us as citizens. We need to speak against GMOs and choose natural healthy foods. Those people will come outside today, come let me know say e get one thing they call GMO, wey mean genetically modified organism. Na artificial food wey dey call genetically modified organisms. We say no to genetically modified food. All those chemicals wey dey take dey plant our food wey dey harmful to us, we say no to them. We say no to pesticides for our plants. And we say no to approval of seeds for planting GMO seeds.
No to GMOs. 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 We are demanding that there will be no GMOs in Nigeria. Yes. We are demanding that our local farmers should be supported. Yes. Facilities so that this food can be preserved. We want wholesome food. We say no to GMO. No to GMO. What do we want? GMO free Nigeria. What do we want? GMO free Nigeria. What do we want? GMO free Nigeria. Agroecology is the way. Agroecology is proven time and time again to protect food. Animals. We are human beings who have rights to what we eat. We are human beings who should determine what we should eat. What we are eating should not eat us. What we feed on should not feed on us. So we say we don't want GMOs, but rather we want good food and wholesome food. Food is life. If I eat what we eat me, it means that I'm already a walking dead man, abi? So I should be giving what will add value to me and not what will eat me. That is why we are saying no to GMO. The farmers want to say something.
My people, I thank you now for this program, for this initiative. Well, now put on so. In fact, I'm very happy that young men that you guys can come up with such a program that will really solve our eating habits in this country. As a farmer, we have been hard hit, and these so-called GMOs, the crops we plant today, we are all suffering. And I'm very sure that with this initiative, government will think twice on how to really go back to the drawing board. Let this thing not continue, because we are suffering. Our crops are not, we don't even see seed to buy. We don't even see the seed to buy. Gone are the days when we really, our seed, for example, like corn, when you harvest your corn, you keep some to plant for the other year. But with this GMO, I'm told that you don't do that again. Including yam, we have yam balm for the next planting season. What would happen to all this yam if these GMOs are here? So I want to really thank you all. I want this thing to really go far. Let this campaign really go down to the lower areas, to the villages where these foods are coming from. That's what I want to encourage this group to do, because the farmers are suffering. They don't have money again in their pocket. Please, thank you very much. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Can you tell us what GMO stands for?
What GMO stands for? It stands for the fight against the organisms that affect our food that we eat every day. Because today, what we see in life today, many illnesses being happening in our society. So we are out here today to say no to GMOs, all those organisms that are fighting, that is causing illness to the common man. That's what we are out today to fight against. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your name, madam. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your name, ma?
My name is Lefty Samora.
Which organization you represent here?
I represent the Voice of Edo Women and Girls, an affiliate of Edo Civil Society organization.
This GMO matter, no, they speak many grammar. Since how it be for your mind?
My brother, the grammar self retired me, but now one message now they give us. Say,
talk loud.
Now one message now that they give us.
Okay.
Although say that they speak grammar, that they tell us say it get chemical where they sell, where they bring from Nigeria. Say that chemical, if we take am spray our food for ground, no even birds no go fit from that farm. Then ant go die, butterfly go die. So and if we now can't eat that kind of food, the food too go come dey eat us. The thing not good for our body. So all this canned food where they bring for overseas, where they put for inside pangolo, they say they put that thing, people where they do am, they put am where they say they preserve am. Make we don't they eat that thing where they food. They get beans where they put for pangolo, they get fish where they put for pangolo, they get meat where they put for pangolo. All this pangolo food where they put for overseas. They say no good.
Madam, what can they tell you? That GMO seed, where they take that the one they come make. They say if you plant now only you don't plant and not fit get from inside to replant again.
Because you know they last long. If you don't harvest am now, like you plant corn before, when we they grow corn till last year, if we plant corn, the corn where you plant, you still get from inside the corn. Preserve, you go hang out for up, you go dry for there, you can't take a plant again. But this GMO, so wetin you take a plant now, if you don't eat within 3-6 months, the thing don't mature, and if you harvest and eat am, you no fit take a plant again because of that chemical wey they put for there.
What do you advise our mama papa with the village?
Wetin me see for there be say this our papa and our mama dem na dem get the real food, na dem get the real food wey we dey chop, na dem dey get food wey be say if we eat am e no go do us anything. But those women papa and mama dem now, dem no get support So we dey beg government the food wey dem do make the food quick dey reach market, make e no dey spoil before e reach market, because this GMO na e go their own get period wey e go last reach, but our own wey our papa and our mama do, their own no dey live long before e go spoil, because e carry natural power na e dey im body, that's why e no dey long. So make government support them, make them feed their road. If their road good, they do finish, e go quick dey reach us for we dey for here, go quick dey reach our market.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my father.
Your name, sir?
My name is Commander Emmanuel.
Okay. So abeg, wetin this GMO, wetin be the implication, and wetin this fight dey all about?
Okay. This fight na to come help the common man, make dem fit know wetin dem go dey eat, the kind food wey dem go not be every food wey you carry dey put for belle.
Yes.
Because the more food you dey carry for belle, the more sickness you dey carry for body.
Yes.
So if you no get watchdog, something like a watchdog to look at this food, na so problem. Before you know it, man no go reach 60 years, 50 years, he don die to he don kafuka, he don kaput. So that's why GMOs, we come say no, we want to drive am comot, because na that GMO na be the something wey dey cause this problem for the common man.
Yes.
So now we dey after.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
You know, NIGERIAN watch. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir, your name, sir?
My name is Ubre Joe.
Okay.
My money Mario. I work with Environmental Rights Action Friends of the World.
Okay, sir. This GMO matter, I say me through small light put, so our people will really know for this language they feel understand for NIGERIAN watch.
You know, say this GMO of a thing now waiting the lie when they say our bad leaders the lie they give us.
Yes.
Then if we say our farmers not go feed us. Okay, now because of the environmental problem and climate change, when they say the thing they affect our food.
Yes.
So the only way to make sure say everybody see food shop na to go laboratory, go modify some kind thing when they food. Like they go carry something from animal, they go put it for tomato, that you go produce big tomato under 3 weeks. And we know say even the Bible God forbid that kind of thing. Our food it dey take normal process till they mature. So the coffee say now when they go modify that one, make the food, make the plant for big grow, produce that kind of big food. Now you go make food dey available. But the get one problem when the thing they present. One, science up to say the food not dey safe. Even animals when they use that GMO laboratory processed food when they call GMO take feed, some of them paralyzed, some of them died. So the food, the GMOs, so they also they use some chemicals so they do so that only the chemicals go they kill any pest, any disease when we attack them. Yes. So what did I want to talk? They say chemical when they spray for farm, it dey inside the GMO product. Which means if you eat them, you are eating that chemical. Another lie when they tell us say our farmers they don't get the capacity to take farm. But that one a very big lie, because the food when our farmers they produce, it dey enough to feed this country. The problem when they, why would they say food not dey? Person when they rural village when not get road, how you go take carry the food come give us for city? Make we take see a shop. So most people now their food when they don't harvest, they waste for there. So what the government need to do instead of adopting GMO, now to make sure say anywhere they produce food, main road link to that place so that they fit carry the food come city, so that people go see the food chop.
Okay.
So GMO in itself now poison to the people. Okay. Another problem when the GMO be say if I don't plant finish, you know say I go keep some seed for my own local seed. I go keep some seed when I go say plant next year. But for GMO it not be like that. Only one person won't monopolize them. So if you buy GMO seed today, next year you not going to take plant, you must come back and buy seed.
Okay.
That one not be slavery for our land. That's slavery, my brother.
Original one.
So now so the thing be.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
This is NIGERIAN watch. You see and watch for YouTube. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Please, your name and your organization.
Okay, my name is Stephen Uduware.
Okay.
I work with Health of Mother Earth Foundation, Home Earth.
Okay.
We be non-governmental organization. and wetin we dey do na to support the people at the grassroots to take the actual thing wey they need to the policy makers, to the government, so that they go implement that thing wey they talk say government na for the people, so that they go hear wetin the people dey talk and act accordingly. So we come out today, come do rally to stop genetically modified organisms, GMOs. We dey talk say GMOs not good for us. GMOs na bad something when go affect both our environment, it go affect our health, it go affect everything around us. And these GMOs na crop when they don't go tamper with wetin oyibo dey call gene for inside laboratory. And now when you come plant am and you harvest am, you chop am, it means say those things wey they take do am, you are indirectly consuming that thing. So we dey talk now say those things dey harmful to us. Instead of government to dey pack the money for that kind of arrangement, make they use the money to support our local farmers, our fathers and our mothers wey dey for village, wey dey plant according to how nature want am. Because those people na then they feed over 80% of us. Like the garri wey you dey buy now, where you dey buy am from? The plantain, the yam, now all these our local farmers now then they produce. And so now the responsibility of the government to support these people, instead of making them they support genetically modified organism where somebody they make for lab, and at the end of the day they pack all the profits they put for your own pocket. So instead of that, make them use that to support our local farmers. Now the matter we will bring forward.
Okay, my brother, like you talk now, it really shows say now the man where they control your food, now they control your destiny.
Yes.
If let's say some group of people now gather together to make sure say they control our food. Don't you saw their direction they go?
Yes.
Okay.
The thing be say they get these companies when they make all these things for inside laboratory.
Yes.
Those people they get what they call patent rights. They get patent over that crop, that particular seed, such that now them you go back to go buy them from. But whereas before our fathers and our mothers where they plant, when they don't harvest, they know how they check the viable seed. Yes. Where they go to select for the next planting season. So now waiting we want make then they do, instead of to go they pack the money to they give one man where go they give us waiting go poison us, because now chemicals they will take do these things. So at the end of the day we go end up eating the chemical. That's why they see different sicknesses now where we say we know they see before.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I'm grateful.
Thank you.
So now here in NAIJA watch, I see the for museum ground for roundabout for Benin City. The truth be say this GMO na bad thing for us, because it be so now man we control your food, now get your destiny. We dey sick, our papa we now dey sick, the sickness where our grandfather grandmother not sick, as a result of these chemicals where they do give us, and we could take care because we dey take and say na part of civilization. That is why we dey get aimment for this world today. We not getting some getting like cancer and all those ones that is kill where they kill our parents, our mothers, our sisters. Still now they look for cure. Now they tell you say this thing a plan where they plan against the people so that they will continue to control them. And when they do that one, you must go hospital, go see doctor, and it's a circle. We know say our natural way we God create for us, where our forefather and our ancestors are done, now be best thing to us, more will follow them. As I see get one other person, one interview before me I will call this thing, because say if we eat healthy, now we go do now we go live healthy. More encourage our brothers and sisters, any of you they watch this video, say more adopt our local farming. More not use chemical, all those chemicals take the spray farm. We not go buy those seeds they do with GMO. More not go plant them. So I'm gonna live healthy life so that may serve nature serve as it does the verse with us and go reduce the anger. Now NAIJA watch, like I this strength come here follow this event today as it be we go unfold down to you as we go. Although it don't finish, remain one person we are one ask question. My bros, well done.
I hear you.
Now they listen to the way they talk since. Okay. I bear your name.
I be Card Musata Kenadi.
Okay. Your name of your
okay. Health of Motherhood Foundation women.
Okay. I bear throw more light so our mothers, our sisters at home go really get, especially those who dey villages.
Well, waiting we can't talk about today now. Waiting they call genetically modified organisms. That is, Oyibo people don't put something inside our food crop. Yes. Where we say they can't alter, they can't scatter the natural nature of our food crop.
As God take plan am.
As God take plan am. So the thing now, so it can lead to harmful impact upon our life. It dey cause plenty harm to our health. It dey cause plenty harm to the environment, and even these things wey dem put inside this plant so sef, sometimes they will call am say pest resistant. So yes. When fly or mosquito even perch on plant sef, e go just die on its own. So those are the kind of things wey dem don put inside our food crop, and these things are harmful to the health of Nigerians. They are harmful to the poor, to the average Nigerian person, yes. Where they chop food when you go just see for market, you go just buy and all that. So we today dey stand against wetin we dey call GMOs. We no want them. That yes. Is why we are here today.
So as e be now, as you tell me now, like say this one they declare war against nature.
Yes, now declaration of war against nature, and it don dey cause various things when nature no permit make it happen to us naturally. So now be waiting with the season.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'm grateful. Now NAIJA Watch, dey YouTube. If you watch this interview few hours from now, but my people now don't hear from the horse's mouth. Now God create am follow as God take one, and our ancestors they follow our forefathers. Now so it be. My name remain left is Amos Igbinowaya, voting for NAIJA Watch.
Thank you for watching with us, and please do not forget to subscribe and also turn on your notification button so you would always be notified whenever we're going live. Thank you.